Hello, my butterfly beauties, and welcome if you are new. My name is Charlen, and on this channel, we focus on everything beauty, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if you like my style, why don't you subscribe and you stay a while? We have some exciting things going on. The Sephora VIB sale is upon us. So if you want to hear my recommendations, what I have on my wish list of things that I'm eyeballing, then just stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to be sharing things in today's video of things I pull from my collection that I recommend for anyone who is interested. I will try the best I can to keep this as organized as possible as far as the order I put on makeup and the fragrances that I pull that I feel like are worth the splurge. I'm also going to share things with you that I recommend from past purchases and also what is on my wish list myself, and give you some feedback on what truly is worth the sale or not. So let's go over the dates first of all. So like I said, Sephora does this event twice a year. They normally do it somewhere around the springtime and in the fall time. So this event starts on October 31st and will extend all the way till November the 10th. With that being said, throughout the whole time period, the Sephora collection, that's under the Sephora name, the Sephora collection, is going to be 30% off. It doesn't matter what tier you're in. But Rouge members will always have first access. So the 10/31 all the way through the 11/10, Rouge will be able to shop. VIB, well, let's go back to Rouge. Rouge gets the 20% off. The VIB will get 15% off, and they will be able to start shopping on November the 4th. And all the rest of the regular insiders will be able to also shop on the 4th. So it opens up for VIB and insiders on the 4th. Now, I know I personally am a Rouge member, and I have a friends and family thing where you can give 20% off to a friend or family to shop a day early on the 3rd. So if you have any family members or friends that you know are Rouge and you want to get some of the items that you feel like may sell out within a certain period of time and you want to be able to get to them first, some of the items the Rouge members sell them out before they can get to everybody else, but that's neither here nor there. Sometimes things sell out, sometimes they don't. You don't have to worry about it. And keep in mind, you guys, too, that although the 30% off is on the Sephora collection, 20% off, 15%, and even 10% off isn't the greatest of a sale, in my opinion, when some of the brands that are with Sephora do their own sales. As we get closer towards the end of the year and Black Friday and Cyber Monday, some of them themselves do 20% off and 25% off and 30% off. And I'll mention some of those brands as I go along that I am aware of what they've done in the past. With that being said, what did I pull from my collection that I actually feel like is worth the splurge? A couple of things that is just like some of the things that we don't do enough of, but we need to do more of, is take care of the items that we're using on our faces to put our makeup on, and that is our brushes. From the Sephora collection itself, I recommend these two products, the Sephora Daily Brush Cleaner Spray and the Deep Cleaning Brush and Sponge Shampoo. So these two here, I recommend highly. They come in these big old jumbo bottles. They have them in smaller sizes too, but it's going to be 30% off. Go ahead and get the bigger size. And whenever it rolls back around in the spring, then you'll have enough for until that time. But a 250 ml or 8.45 fluid ounce is on the deep cleaning one, and on a daily brush cleanser is a 400 ml or 13.52 fluid ounce. So wanted to highlight those real quick because those are something that's part of the Sephora collection where you can get 30% off. But sometimes we neglect our brushes, and I know some people use the Dawn soap, their dish detergent, and you can do that too. But those are available for use. They're made for your utensils that you utilize. So a couple of things that I pulled that I felt like is very, when you see it come across, I feel like it's worth the price is, let me start with your cleansers. We talked about cleaning the brushes and sponges. What about cleansing your face out from the day of makeup? I love the Pharmacy brand. So if you could get your hand on any of the Pharmacy brand, I pulled out one of the bigger ones. They sometimes put a collect. I did not see it on the site right now, but sometimes they do little minis in a set that you can pick up from a pharmacy that has the different scents in it. I didn't see it online yet, but it could be I could have just missed it. And the other one that I love is this Elements Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. So any of the Elements cleansing balms, I love both. Love them both. They do a good job of cleansing everything off your face without stripping your face. So to me, those are well recommended. And a couple of other things I got here as far as skincare wise. Laneige is another company that normally does some kind of set. Like this was last year's set, and I got a couple of them. So these are good for gifting if you want to separate it out or just try the different scents yourself. Like for example, I love the gummy bear scent from when I had it the year before, so I had got it in a bigger size. But then you could try some of the other scents. But even if they don't have the set like this again, and you know you love this mask, I love it. I don't just use it for nighttime as a sleeping mask, because this is what this is. It's a sleeping mask, right? I don't just use this for a sleeping mask during the nighttime. I sometimes pop it on my lips through the day. I am a person that does not like cracked lips. Don't like it at all. I always have something on my lips to keep it moisturized. So that brand, Laneige, I absolutely love that brand. And now a couple of skincare items, and then we're going to go to the makeup and fragrances. I love the Sunday Riley line. If you guys haven't been, if you're new to my channel, you don't know that, the best vitamin C to me on the market is the Sunday Riley CEO. One of the best out there. I haven't tried them all, but I tried quite a few. And I love the CEO one from Sunday Riley. And when it comes to your retinoids, Luna and the A+, both of these are top tier for retinoid on your face. So if you're looking for a good retinoid, this right here, both of these are great options for you. I highly recommend those. And the other one, lactic acid, Good Genes. I had this on my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. If you missed it during that sale, this is an opportunity to pick it up. Typically, it's better to get your Sunday Riley from Ulta when they do the 50% off if they have it on one of those days. But like I said, if you happen to not catch it and was not able to pick up your lactic acid, that is a great one. Those do a great job of keeping your pores cleaned out, keeping your skin looking youthful, and it does a great job. I don't know what else to say about it. It's the best of the best in my opinion. And these are tried and true products. I have used these products for years and years and years. Pharmacy, I've used for years. Elements, I've used for years. Laneige, I've used for years. Another product that is not makeup or skincare related is the Shiseido's facial cottons. I got one more bag after this one. Yes, and I'm almost about to finish up the other one. So I already went through almost 2 of them since the last sale. So that tells you something. I love these. That one's about to be in my empties, the ones I'm finishing up now. Face. Get putting together your face. All right. You can go with any of the Lancome foundations. I love the Lancome foundation. The Fenty Skin Tint. Love that. The Double Wear from Estee Lauder. Charlotte Tilbury. So other than foundations, the other thing that I love from Sephora. So let's go down the list. I did not mention my Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb. This is my I think this is probably my number one, number two. One of the others is like two. I can go back and forth on, but I've used this the longest. I love this. If you have oily skin, this is like one of the best moisturizers. I keep trying other different ones and I still go right back to this one. This is, for me, it's one of the best of the best hydration moisturizers out there for oily skin. It seeps right into your skin. Your skin looks and feel hydrated. It doesn't sit on top of your skin. It doesn't dry out your skin later on down the road. It is an excellent moisturizer for oily skin. I absolutely love it. Another thing that I love is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And I've been using, if you've been seeing my makeup of the day videos, shorts, you would see I've been heavily using this one because I was trying to work through some other ones and then I went back to this one because I love this one. So I've been utilizing this quite heavily. So recommendation for a primer. Another one that if you got oily skin, this is a good gripping but at the same time moisturizing primer. So I love this. So my favorite eyebrows is the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade number 5. It's what I'm wearing in my eyes today. I love this pencil, have loved it for years. Again, I keep going back to this one. I tried other ones. I do enjoy some of the other ones, but this is still my favorite. So this is the Benefit Precisely My Brow eye pencil. The other one that I recommend as far as blushes is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. I pulled the one in Bellini, but you can pull any of them. Find a shade that you love because the formulation is going to be amazing. So let me show you. This is what this particular color looks like. I love this shade. I've used it several times, but these are so blendable and pigmented and they last good. My cheeks is one of those cheeks that will eat up a blush. I've had on my makeup today for a full day. So I'm filming this after work. And it's still there, but I have a hard time sometimes with blushes. It's not what I'm wearing today, but I know this lasts on my skin. Another one, they have a set that they released in this, and I looked at the set last year and the options they had in there I didn't feel like worked for me, so I didn't even bother with the set. But they do have a set out that is going to be appropriate for any who would like to try out the Kosas, because the Kosas is another blush that I feel like is a good blush that Sephora sells, the brand. This is Hype Blush is Life. So this shade here, I think is a good shade for my complexion. I enjoyed this shade very much. So this is a warm poppy pink is what they call it in Hype. So I do love that. And a bronzer that I love is from Fenty, the Coco Naughty bronzer that she had. I love this bronzer. And another one that I recommend is from the Charlotte Tilbury. And this is her airbrush bronzer. And this one is in the shade number 5. So these here 2 bronzers are the bronzers that I really enjoy, that I know that Sephora has there. And if you have not tried, because these are the things that will be 30% off. If you have not tried the Sephora Micro Smooth powders, you're sleeping on them. Yes, you are sleeping on them. I have this darker shade here that I can use as a bronzer. And then I have one here that you can blend all over your face. Now these here do something similar to what your Hourglass does. It helps to give you that airbrush look on your face and blends things in very smoothly. That's that deeper shade I was telling you about. But these are beautiful on the skin. So these are the Sephora. They call them the Micro Smooth. I still have the one that was in the older packaging because I had a couple of these at the time, and then they redid the packaging. but they're still awesome. All right, so moving away from that, a couple of the odd things that I recommend are from the Sephora line as well. They're eye cold pencils. I love these. These do very well. They're very pigmented, and do a good job. I'm wearing the Intense Black today in my eye, on my eyeliner, as my eyeliner, and I winged it out. But these do a good job, stays put most of the day. And mascara. Now, I got this mascara, a few months back as part of a set. It came with 2 of them in there. I might have got it at the last VIB sale. I can't recall, but it was a duo in there. And I see that duo is still on the site. I'll pop it up on the screen, but that duo is still available. But this is the YSL Lash Clash Volumizing Mascara. This is beautiful. I love this mascara. Like I said, I just started it like a week or 2 ago. Started using this for the first time. The packaging, of course, is gorgeous. But the mascara itself, the formulation, and the brush. Let me show you what the brush handle looks like. You see that? It's a nice brush. It pulls your lashes really good. It gives you length. It gives you volume, like it says. It does a great job. So I really, really enjoy. Let me... This is the box that came in here. So I still got another one in there right now. But this is the one I'm using so far. I seen that this is still on the site. So I will recommend picking that up because this is an awesome mascara. I enjoy that very much. Another thing, while I was talking about the Danessa Myricks blushes, a lot of her items, you guys, if you want to pick her stuff up, I'm going to talk a little bit more about her products, but this is the time to pick up that Danessa Myricks Beauty. She has some amazing products. Amazing. So if you've been eyeballing something, this is the time to get it. But I'm highlighting just a few of her items. This Danessa Myricks Yummy Face 1.0 All Over Complexion Brush does a great job. It does a great job with her blushes. It does a great job with her little primer she had. It does good with the balmy textures. It does good with powders. This is an awesome brush. So I enjoy that I have this in my collection. Wanted to highlight this because I'm not too big on brushes. I normally use different things and I make things work, but I do have some tried and true favorites. And this has quickly become one of my favorites. So I wanted to make sure I did highlight that in this video. All right. So another thing that I wanted to bring out as far as things I pulled is Charlotte Tilbury. Is another brand that is good to pick up some of the items. I know Charlotte would do different sales on her own site as well. But if you're already going to be on the Sephora site and the deals are better there, her lip cheats are great lip liners. I enjoy this formulation. The one I'm just happening to pull out right here is In My Kiss. It's a gorgeous mauve pink color. I love this shade. And another thing that you will notice, I'll pop it up on the screen, is that's from the Sephora collections. They would do these different lip stains. And the last time I got the set, I think it comes in like a set of 5 or so. Like I said, I'll show you on the screen. And last time when I bought the set, I just picked out whatever shades I wanted and shared it with friends. So it's a good way of, you know, sharing as well. When you get those things that have multiple sets in them, you can share the items in there. Another thing I picked up from the set last time was this that I tried for the first time was the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencils. So last year it came in these here. But this year, I'm going to pop it up on the screen. They have different shades, but 2 of them are repeats. So if you got this set last year and you're not wanting any of these other shades, then you can kind of decide from there. But again, they're doing the 5 shades. And they're going to have the 808 and Boundless Berry, the 606 in Wherever Walnut. So that was part of last year. And then the 608 in Limitless Brown, that was also part of last year's. And then the other two, and another one that was part of last year was Anywhere Caffeine. So then they have 506 Endless Cacao. So the only two in here that are different from last year is the 808 in Boundless Berry and the 506 in Endless Cacao. All 5 of the shades this year are shades of the browns. This year before, they had a white in there and they had a black along with the browns. So this year, that's what was last year. So these two here pretty much they took out and added the other 2 shades of browns that are very popular in their collection. So let's go now down the list. Oh, I forgot to mention a couple of other things. The other thing that I recommend, I got this from the Hourglass site itself, but if you did not get it early like I did and you want to save you some more money on it, they did do a deal on the Hourglass site at the time, but I don't think it was the 20% off. So if you are wanting to save a little bit more money, or if you have the, you know, if you VIB or Insider, you're still saving a little bit. If you are my complexion, I highly recommend this palette. Yep, this palette here. This Hourglass palette was the Fox palette that I put into the Swan packaging. That's why I got it off the Hourglass site, because I wanted a different packaging. But if you're not caring about the packaging, pick up the Fox palette from Sephora with the deal. So let's keep going. Another thing that I picked up early, because I used my gift card, and you guys already saw that video probably. I had a $100 gift card from Sephora from cashing in some reward points through them. So I picked up this Fleur gift set at the time and the Fleur Paradise skin set. This is their hair and body fragrance mist. These two I highly recommend, especially if you love any of these scents. Now they have another one of these that I saw floating around, and whenever I was in store, they had that vanilla smoke in there. No, even when I was in store, half the people I was talking to did not like that vanilla smoke. So you got to absolutely love the other 2 scents in there to get that. So I don't see that other set selling very well, to be honest, but it might surprise me. But this one here, I feel like will sell pretty good because it has peach skin, beach skin, and vanilla skin. And then this one has the Rose Whip, Missing Person, Father Figure, and Vanilla Skin in the Comfort set. And these are all pretty good. My favorite, of course, was the Father Figure. I liked all of the other 3, and it said it was their best sellers. So there should be something for everyone in there. And of course, if for some reason you don't enjoy all the scents, this will make a good gift if you pick what you want out and then you can give away the rest. All right. So let's go to the recommendations. So the recommendations I have, let me pull up my list, you guys, because I went through the site because I was putting together my wish list and my other recommendations. And one of the other things that I did not mention to you guys that I recommend is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. This is the last year set that they had, but they have another gift set like this. I think they got like the 2 minis together as a set on the site. And also the Urban Decay All Nighter is another setting spray that I highly recommend that is on the site. So let's talk about some of these fragrances. Woo! So let me tell you, I haven't did my video on this one yet, but I do have this one on today, you guys. And I'll tell you the compliments I got from this one. And I've been loving on this scent. This right here is the Valentino Donna Born in Roma Extra Dose. So this here is your Donna DNA, emphasized with the vanilla. I love the bottle color in this. This is gorgeous. So this is one that I do highly recommend. If you could save you some money on it, save it. If you want to check out some of the other sites, do that too. You know, because these things are not cheap. They are not cheap at all. So if you want to save your money on them and get them at a good deal, try to get them at a good deal. But if you got the 20% off, you got the 15% off, that is better than trying to buy them full price. Other couple of ones I recommend. I already did my video on this, but you guys will probably see this one first. But this Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Highly recommend this. You know, I'm big on trying to save money on fragrances. So I've been sharing with you guys some of the dupe houses, like some of the Middle Eastern, Lattafa and Paris Corner and Afnan and all those. And then I've shared the duo brand, Juliana's perfumes, the genre perfumes. You know, I've been sharing about, you know, some of those other dupe houses. But sometimes the OG is just, you know, it's worth the money too, especially if you can get it on sale. So don't always just throw them to the woods, because I have a mixture. I have a mixture of the designer and celebrity and the Middle Eastern and the dupe houses. And some of those dupe houses do their own original creations, and those are amazing as well. So another one that I highly recommend, I didn't pull both of them, but I pulled the one because of the season we're in, and this is the Intense. So Burberry Goddess Intense is another one that I highly recommend for around this time of year. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And one of my all-time favorites that's been a favorite for years and years and years is Nest Indigo. And you guys, I was in Ulta the other day, and they had this one in a different packaging. So I say, please didn't change the formula. So I don't know, but this is the one I'm talking about, which still has the butterfly on the flower in the background. Nest Indigo. It's a tea and fig that is gorgeous, that lingers and lingers and lingers, and it smells gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, wish list items. Whew. Discovery sets is the time where I normally try to take advantage of the sale to try some of the discoveries. Last year, I pulled the one from last year because last year, the perfume sampler that they did, these aren't always worth it, you guys. So you have to do your research. And when I did the research last year, this set was worth it because they gave us Princess. So my voucher, I redeemed Killian Princess because it is $150 or more. I don't know what it is now because I haven't looked it up recently. But that's a more expensive perfume. So if you get a sampler for $95, $98, $100, it's already $50 off of the perfume just by redeeming the voucher. Then you get your extra 20, 15, 10% off the actual perfume sampler. So look to see if it's worth it. So with that being said, couple of the things that I did pull that from the site that I am interested in or would think about purchasing. The Discovery set, like from the brand Kayali. You know, Kayali has her perfumes like at $100+ for certain sizes. And that's how I found out some of my favorites before, is by trying her Discovery set. So she has a Discovery set now. And like I said, I'll be popping it up on the screen. But the Discovery set that she has now has 8 fragrances of Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, Yum Pistachio Gelato, Eating Juicy Apple, Eating Sparkling Lychee, Yum Bougie Marshmallow, and Fleur Majesty Rose Royale, Utopia Vanilla Cocoa, and Vanilla 28. So if you haven't smelled any of those, You have some dupes of those and you're curious how close they are to the original, get the Discovery set. You can put your nose on it, see what it smells, see how close it is, see if you're interested in the OG versus the dupe, however you want to do it. But this is a good opportunity to try the brand Discovery set wise, and then also get it at a discount. Now, another set that they sold to Sol de Janeiro, they normally do the miniatures. Ulta normally has a set. Sephora has a set. This is a perfect opportunity to try several of those scents if you are interested in that. The one in Sephora this year has 62, 40, 68, 59, and 76. So if those are any of the ones that are interesting to you, then definitely take advantage of that as well. You guys, this is going to be a long video, so just if you need to take a break, pause, get your drink, get your snack, whatever you need to do, come back and join us because I got several more things to go through with you. Perfume samplers sets. There's several of them I pulled on here because they released several of them. They got one on here that is $98 that it is showing. And let's see, what is the perfumes that they have on here? Because it's $98 saying that it's $169 value. And they have it in this pink, another little pink one, but not like the one last year. Last year has a little fluffiness to it, like cotton. And this one looks more like a quilted pink thing. So it says your certificate will redeem for either an ounce. So I'm just going to do the mils because that's easier for me. So you can get either a 30 ml of the Jo Malone London English Parent Freezer Cologne at $90. So you guys, you see this year they actually put the price on there so you ain't got to go do your research yourself. They know we've been searching to see if we get a deal. So if you're interested in the English Parent Freezer Cologne from Jo Malone, that 1 ounce that you get to redeem is already $90. So this wouldn't be worth it. So why don't I just share the ones with you guys that will actually be worth it. So the ones that's over the $98 mark. So the only one in this set that's over the $98 mark is the Juliet Has a Gun Miami Shake. You can get a 50 ml. It's normally $115. So getting it at $98, you're already saving some money, plus you get the % off. The K-Ollie Vanilla 28 is only $100. It's just $2 more. So, I mean, $2, but $2 in this economy makes a difference. Skip. The only other one I see is Prada Beauty Paradox. It's normally $110 for the 30 ml, and you'll be able to get it in here if you decide to redeem. That's the same. That's less. Burberry Her Eau de Perfume Intense. It's normally $118 in here, and you can get the 30 ml for the $98 minus the discount. Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush Intense, $102 normally. So you get a 30 ml for a little bit cheaper. Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, $111. You get a 30 ml. Now, this is where the next couple of ones I'm going to share is where you're really saving some money. So if you're interested in Tom Ford Cafe Rose EDP, that is normally $125 for a 30 ml. So that's what I'm talking about. When you can save 25 plus. Now, last year was a whole $50 or more that you were saving. So that was awesome. This is at least, 27 bucks. Then they also got Valentina Donna Born in Roma, the 30 ml. And they also have Versace Bright Crystal Absolute, $128 normally for the 50 ml. And then they got Victor & Rolf Flower Bomb Lou, $105 for the 30 ml. So those handful, if you're interested in those few, then that will be a good deal for you to go down. Other than that, skip it, because they got a couple of other ones. If you have a guy in your life that you're looking for something to get for, they got the cologne sample set, also at $98. And that one has, let's see, just about every single one of the guys in here is well over, and they are redeeming. They giving them some good milliliters here. They got 47 mils, 74 mil, 50 mils. You know, that's pretty good because they ain't giving the women that. They not giving us that. But yeah, they got quite a few good ones on here that's well over the amount. Like they got the Tom Ford ombre leather that's normally $165 that they can get. They got the Burberry Hero perfume intense that's normally $171 that they can get. They got the Jean Paul Gaultier La Mel Elixir for that's normally $132. They got quite a few here. Prada Beauty Luna Rosa Ocean, that's normally $130. It's only one on here out of all of these, and that's the Maison Margiela replica by the fireplace. That's $89. The rest of these in here, if the person wants to turn it in, is, you know, at regular price is already a good deal. So you're just getting an extra discount. That's even better. Quite a few in here. My goodness. They got the Spice Bomb Extreme. That's normally $150. They got the Versace Eros. That's normally $170. Oh, and they get to get 100 mil in that and 89 mil in the other one. Let's talk about something else real quick. The Valentino new one, Ivory. I've been eyeballing that one really hard. It sold out, and then it came back, but they're only releasing it in this bigger size. But it's the type of scent family that I actually absolutely love. It's a warm floral, and it has notes of green mandarin, marshmallow accord, and Madagascar vanilla. I've been wanting to get my nose on there, and I done been to a store twice at Sephora and Ulta. Neither one of them had it at the time. So I don't know, but that is one of my wish list items, you guys. That's one of my wish list items. And another item I'm thinking about is the new Rare Beauty perfume, because another scent family I love is warm, spicy, and gourmand. So it has caramel, vanilla, and sandalwood. Now, I've heard some people say this is similar to the Persuaded Vanilla. So I'm super curious if that is the case or not. But I'm eyeballing that one as well as a wish list item. And going further down, another one of the fragrances that is on my wish list that I'm thinking about is the Scholar Double Dates. I heard this was similar to Sticky Dates. Never had that scent. Heard a lot of great things about that scent. And a lot of people say this is similar. And this is one of Scholar's best performing fragrances. So we shall see. I'm thinking about trying that. I might get that in one of the travel sizes to see what I think. So real quick on what I was telling you earlier. Fenty Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury, Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona. Those sites typically have better sales. But sometimes they limit it to certain items. It's not like on everything. So take that as you will as I proceed further. I love my Danessa Myricks palette collection that I got going. I have several of her palettes. And she released a new Lightwork number 7, the Freedom Makeup Palette. It's at $128. Yes, I have just about all her other Lightwork palettes. And I was wondering, do you want to get this one or you want to hold out on this one this time? And I'm seriously thinking about getting it. But so that is on my wish list item, one of my wish list items. Another one that I'm thinking about is Natasha Denona's Eye Sculpt Texture and Tone palette. But I have my Biba palette. I have my Sunset palette. Those to me are my staples with Natasha Denona. So I'm on the fence with it, especially when I look at the picture of it. And I have it on the screen for you guys. The lighter shades on the side. And I'm thinking that's what's turning me off is all the lighter shades. let me go back to perfumes for a second. Like I said, this might go back and forth between perfume and beauty because as I was seeing the things, I was writing them down. Another set that they have that's a perfume sampler set that is $98. It has less of the perfumes to try because they have the little miniatures, which I always think is super cute. But you can redeem that $98 bag to get more of, they got more full sizes in here. So the only one that's like really standing out in this set is if you was interested in commodity milk espresso, because that is typically $155 and you can get a 3.4 fluid ounce for that $98 minus whatever discount you have. That is the standout in that one. They also have Clean Reserve Skin and Gucci Bloom that are both at $110, but you'll get the 3.4 in Clean Reserve Skin and the 1 fluid ounce in Gucci Bloom. So that, you know, weigh that option out. And then they also have a little mini set of the Donna's, the Valentino sets. This is $68, but it's the miniature ones of the regular Donna, the extra dose, the green tea, and I can't see exactly what the other one is, but it's you see the picture on the screen. But that's normally an $89 value as a set, and it's coming at $68, and then you can get whatever discount you want. So that's something that I'm thinking about. And one of the sets that I get every year, I don't know if I want to get it this year or not. We shall see. But the Sol de Janeiro, the big jet set, they normally have it called, but this year they're calling it the Glow Ready. It normally has the spray, the shower gel, the scrub, and the body cream. In the 62. I love that. It's at $69 this year. I already talked about the Fleur Skin. Another brand that I love for my hair is the Olaplex brand, and they got the shampoo and the conditioner, so number 4 and 5 at $64 as a set in this year. Another thing that's a set that I'm curious about, I think I actually picked up this set last year, so this is more so as a recommendation for you guys. The Kayali vanillas. They got them in the different, the 4 different vanillas in the miniature set, if you're interested in that. And another thing that I tried the year before last that is a good option is the Killian brand, because that is a more niche brand, more expensive brand. So if it's any of the fragrances there that you are interested in, they have the different, it's the Discovery set at $30. So you can try the different ones. They have 5 of them that you can try to see what you think of those. And again, if you have a dupe or something of that fragrance, this is the opportunity to smell what the original smells like to see what you think about it. Juliet Has a Gun has a couple of Discovery sets out. I'm thinking about that one that has the, what they call it, the limited edition Discovery set. It's $34. Danessa Myricks has another set that's come out. That's the Mini Yummy Skin Flush Essentials Face and Lip Makeup Gift Set. I'm super eyeballing that one. And another is the Next Big Thing Perfume Sampler Set. That's $95. So this one's a little bit cheaper that they put together. So let me tell you the ones that will be worth it in that one if you're looking for it. Because that one is a $95 one. But this one also has the Commodity Milk Espresso in it. That's normally $150 that you get a 3.4 ounce or 100 ml in. So that's in this one as well. They also have the, what will be worth it is Ellis Brooklyn Dear Sky. You can get a 50 ml. It's normally $115. The other one is the Henry Rose Flora Carnivora. That's normally $120 for the 50 ml. You will be able to get that. Let's see what else stands out. Oh, the one that I was thinking about, Netty Pear Jam. It's normally $125, and you can get the 50 ml in this $95 perfume sampler. So I'm thinking more along this one because I've been wanting to try that Neti Pear Jam. So this will be my opportunity to get a 50 ml for a good price, but we shall see. That is one of my wish list items. Another discovery set that I'm thinking about, because I tried this one, right? But they have another Fleur Discovery set that has more of the sprays in it versus the Comfort set. And it has 8 of the 2 mils. That is Golden Rule, Strawberry Letter, Rose Whip, Father Figure, Mood Ring, Soft Spot, Missing Person, Vanilla Skin. So it has the same 4 that was in this one, but you're also getting to try a few other ones. And it's $39 for that Discovery set. I smelled Golden Rule in store, and I thought it smelled wonderful, but I want to put it on my skin. So that's what's making me eyeball that Discovery set. Another set that I'm eyeballing because of the brand I've heard a lot of good things about is Dead Cool. It says it's a mini milk family deluxe trio fragrance sampler set. So it has milk, extra milk, and mochi milk for $50 in it as a sampler set. So I'm super curious about that one as well because I heard a lot of good things about some of those fragrances. So I'm super curious how it's going to do on my skin. And another brand that I've been eyeballing is Rosie Jane. And she has a Discovery set as well. That's $25. And the other brand that I've been eyeballing is Montal. And they have a Discovery set there that's $38. And the other set that I saw on there was that commodity set. So if it's any of the commodity fragrances that you've been wanting to try, that is a perfect opportunity. It's the Scent Space Mini Fragrance Comfort set. But you guys, that is a lot of the things that I've been eyeballing on the site that I recommend and that is on my wish list. So what is on your wish list? Because this sale is upon us. Like I said, it starts October the 31st, goes through the 10th. And for that's for Rouge. Everybody else, it starts 11/4. So November 4th, it's open up for everybody. So tell me, what is on your list? I am super curious to know if you got a cart going, what's in your cart, so you can just say pay when the day comes. And what do you think might sell out? I'm curious. I don't know. But I know things have been hard for a lot of people out there, so spend safely. There will be other sales. And like I said, some of these other brands will also do other sales, so be mindful of that too. So the Sephora sale is a great sale. It happens twice a year, but it's not the best sale that's out there. So keep that in mind when you're doing your shopping. Shop responsibly. But other than that, tell me what you think of my picks below, what you're planning on getting, if you're getting anything during this sale. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.